All right, best of the day to you, the good people of Lagos, Nigeria. I still remain Salami Abionu, your host for our laudable program, popularly known as The Politics Today. On this week, we have one of our executive guests on the program. You're welcome to this program, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, can we meet you in person, sir?
My name is Honorable Tola Adebiyi from Mushi Local Government, one of the aspirants for the chairmanship of the local governments in this just concluded primaries.
All right, thank you. You're highly welcome. Indeed, it has been an incredible moment as the Politics Today program is going everywhere across every other local government here in Lagos and in Nigeria at large. This week is going to be a wonderful week for us and for the good people of Mushin local government, as our guests will be telling us a whole lot of things that has been happening within the political measures in Mushin local government area. Basically, can you just tell us the journey so far in the political era in Mushi local government area of Lagos State, Nigeria?
Thank you very much once again. My journey started from following my own brother, who happened to be a former member of the Lagos State House of Assembly. So I grew up in a political family. Wow. Honorable Femi then, and it inspires me because I know he was someone who was focused on developmental projects and programs, and for many years when I was growing up, I saw those things come to light, and that inspired me a lot because after so many years, I saw some of the decadence that were in our society. Some of the things that we were growing up to actually enjoy were not more there, and it really touched my own soul because I just felt that there needs to be a change. Initially, I brought up some programs to actually elevate some of these issues that I'll be mentioning later on, but much more was the fact that we need leaders who will be strong enough to ask the leadership of the polity within Mushi and within Lagos to give the right things to the right people, and especially to the young people, because I mean they keep saying the young shall grow and that one day we will become the leaders of tomorrow, but when is that ever going to come if we don't get involved in politics? And today I'm proud to say I joined the political party, the All Progressive Congress, and I have seen so much within the party and how much development program has been planned, and that's how my own journey began, because I'm a progressive and I want to see things progress in the right way.
Wow, you are a progressive and you definitely want to see things progress in the right way, and that's one of the reasons why we are having most of our representative aspirants all over every other local government within Lagos, Nigeria, on our laudable program popularly known as The Politics Today. Indeed, it has been an incredible day with our executive guests. What are the political measures put in place in your local government? How have you been able to embrace it? Thank you, sir.
Just like the All Progressive Congress has structures in place, from the zone to the wards to the LGA, that's a local government area executives, to the state executives, and then we have a national executive of the party. We have the same structure with a down, even all to the zone. And for you to become a part of your community, you must be a part of those structures and to make sure that your voice is heard. That's the reason why we encourage people, go and join the party. As you can see today, you see people voluntarily joining the party. Nobody is pushing anybody and nobody is forcing anybody to come and join the party. And those structures are robust enough to accommodate as many that wants to come and be part of it. That's the reason why some people, someone like me, I took up this gauntlet of leadership within my community. Not just today, but I've been coming gradually, because I have seen ahead, I have seen people, and I know that it only takes a little more time and we will get there.
Wow, it only takes a little more time, but we will definitely get to the land of destination. We are still at the ongoing program, popularly known as The Politics Today, and we'll be right back after this little commercial break. Stay tuned.
With affordable and trending sunglasses, photochromic lenses, anti-blue light blocking lens, and more. The office address is located at Shop F254, Tajosho Ultra Model Market Plaza, Yaba, Lagos. For more inquiry, please contact Morris and Son Nigeria Enterprises for best and affordable lens.
All right, you're welcome back to our laudable program, popularly known as The Politics Today. I still remain Salami Abiodun, your host for our program on this week. You're welcome once again, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, would like to tell us about the Right Honorable Femi Adebiyi, the Chief of Staff to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. What can you tell us about how you've been able to emulate a style of leadership, and also how you've been able to contribute towards the development and growth of your own local government in Mushin, area of Lagos State, Nigeria? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much once again.
You're welcome, sir.
First of all, I would like to thank our President Tola Tinubu, for giving us a man that is spotted and is giving all the opportunities to be able to excel. And that is in the person of the Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, a man that has the heart of his people in his hand. He so much loves to see people smile. I mean, looking at all the programs, the projects, he could only tell you that this is a man that has a conscience. Because in politics today, most people want to have everything to themselves. Well, he's a man that has changed the way politics should be done. First, he started from his own local area. If you go to Sule today, it's a different story entirely. In fact, it's a small London. I mean, a place where you would love to be. Sule that I used to know in those good old days, I mean, we had loads of things that needed to be touched. But today, go and look at the infrastructural development that were put in place, from the healthcare infrastructure, even to the police, to sports. Today, every nook and cranny of Surulere has a sports center of facilities for the young people. Like I said earlier, I said an idle hand is the devil's workshop. And the Right Honorable Femi was just spot on by making sure that the young people don't go without being engaged physically, mentally, psychologically, in everything. When we were growing up, we always looked for a little space to play football. Today, there are sports facilities everywhere where you can train your muscles, you can play football without disturbing the streets that we used to have in those days. And I mean, go and look at the schools. I went to my former secondary school, and lo and behold, one of the major things that I saw that came straight to me was the ICT centers. Wow. Not only the building is a top class, but today they are experts in cybercrime and infrastructural development and all this stuff. I can tell you that for a man that has the heart of the people in his hands, that means he understands their need, and also following the template of what Lagos State has put in place through the Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Years back, there was a template for Lagos, and he had been following this template. And if anybody wants to emulate someone, it is the Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. And I want to tell you one thing: because of all these programs and the projects, I personally took up some of these projects in the little way I could. I went back to my Mushin, our Mushin, the future Mushin that people want to see, and I started implementing some of this. I have a biannual sport program, a 3-day program. Wow. to spot and identify young people with talent that will ordinarily not have the opportunity to be showcased. And I tell you, every year I sponsor some of them outside the country to go and engage in sporting activities and programs. I also engage with young people through Rotary to get knowledge, leadership knowledge. I sponsor them to go to places like Liberia. Sponsor to Singapore, and this year they are still working on getting these young people to Brazil. Lots of other programs. Looking at the healthcare program that the Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila has put in place. Those hospitals, Of course, some people will say, "Oh, it will cost so much." It is free.
Yeah.
Most of these things are just for us to use and utilize them well. I also imbibe that same culture. I brought in a couple of medical experts who are some of my colleagues.
Wow.
I'm a clinical auditor. I mean, I used to be based in the United Kingdom, so I have a couple of colleagues, and some of them from India as well too. Invited them to come for a 10-day rehabilitation program for stroke, rheumatological, orthopedical accident victims who could not even afford some of these things. I brought them in, and for 10 days they had a program for them. And you need to see the joy in the face of these people from different zones within Mushin. And there are loads of other programs that we've brought in as well too. I'm a very passionate person about the development and the looking after of people who have served and who have no opportunity, who have no people to look after them. The widows within my community, biannually, I make sure not only just to feed them, also to make sure that they have all that they require during those periods. About 300 every biannual, and make sure they are fed. I have not looked back because I know that somebody's ahead of me and I'm copying the right thing, and I want to see those same changes in Surulere, in Mushin, so that we can have that smart city that his eyes is on. I can tell you that you have an ally in me.
Wow. Indeed, the Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila has led by a good example, and that's the reason why you can see that everybody is saying a whole lot of good things about what he has done so far, and that's why it is always called Baja this, Baja that, and Baja everywhere you go. Alright, on behalf of Morris & Son Nigerian Enterprises, we would like to hand over this parcel to you, sir. Morris & Son Nigerian Enterprises is an official sponsor for our program, The Politics. What do you have to say about this, sir?
Well, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to Morris & Sons for this wonderful gift. And indeed, I'm going to patronize them. As you can see, I use glasses. And thank you very much, Morris.
Indeed, it has been an incredible moment for the good people of Lagos, Nigeria, as we will still be projecting you same time, same day. Next week, Wednesday, I still remain Salami Abiodun, the host for our laudable program popularly known as The Politics Today. Stay tuned. The Politics Today, showing every Wednesday, time 12 p.m. with the host, Salami Abiodun. Stay tuned and don't miss it. To you by Micon TV. For more inquiries, please contact